Opening up the floor to sharing. Before we do that, and there's more than a couple of other things that are going to be going on in the building this evening, which you can either yourselves up shortly when we transition the program, or at any point during the duration of the program you feel you'd like to join one of these opportunities. NetFesh is going to be holding smaller group conversations on the fourth floor. Additionally, Alicia Hoffman from Colonial Psychological Services is here with us tonight. She'll be up on the third floor, so if anyone would like to avail yourselves of this smaller gathering, please feel free to do so. We're going to open up the floor to sharing memories of Daniella, who was younger, but not only memories of Daniella, feelings that we all have going through this very difficult period. And I wanted to make one point that I think is so important, and I'm probably going to hit you over the heads with over the next few days, but this tragedy has left our entire community reeling. And it's a natural tendency in these situations to feel I'm hurting. I don't know how to handle this, but there's so many people who are hurting more than me. There's so many people who may know better. And we're different. It's not to know what to do with that. And I just want to explicitly refute the notion that any pain is any different or any less valuable than other pain. Our entire community, like I said, is reeling. Whether you were Daniella's best friend, or whether you just knew who she was because you went to the meeting every morning, or whether you never met her, the pain is real and the pain is valid. And in that vein, we open up for tonight. Some have known Daniella very well, and they share intimate, familiar memories for some of us and none of us well. Some of us may not have known her at all, but are still really struggling with what's happening, this terrible tragedy. And I just want to emphasize that the floor is open to anyone. So with that, I'm going to open up the floor for anyone who would like to share. We'll probably be testing a number of people in the room who think stand up, but if you're not comfortable doing so, you can stay seated.
Daniella and I met last summer at some and we were both in the Valley, the only American country. Every year, the camp brings from Thursday and then from the North Day. They come experience this week at camp, and most of the concerts are Israeli, but I had trouble filling up. I think 2 Israeli concerts canceled at the last minute, so we no problem. And first, like, there's only barrier, like, there's, I remember the size, you know, always got a lot of vision in Italy than I was. And she convinced me to go back to camp the second year. I wasn't sure there was something to go. And, I was like, so I was and we were the same time. And I had to miss a lot of the camp. Or not really miss camp, but I spent a lot of the summer in Rennert as a camper in Israel, and she tested positive for the virus. So really wasn't symptomatic. She wasn't allowed to sleep in the bus for the rest of the campers because they didn't want her to get everyone else sick. So we had to spend a lot of the time, just the two of us in the infirmary. But Daniella would come. Daniella was allowed to visit us because she's not a camper. She came and visited us. Whatever she said, she brought us activities, she organized all sorts of activities for us to do. She brought in sewing machines, we have a fashion show, and we clothes. She got all the breakfast in her lunch, we went to the window 30 times during the day, we opened the window and talked to them to the window. We knew how to make the most restitution with financial life. Then this year we're going to have a class together, and it's always talking about the trip. It's going to go on constantly to the vigil under and but of course, what else would we do? I just last 2 days I'm trying to be more like Daniella. Yesterday I had a bunch of extra sandwiches, like there's the best last night, and I made sure to offer everything very hard that I thought I knew that that's what Daniella would do. Daniella and make technology. But never Daniella and my this summer now I have a lot of time together in the Hamptons. She'd come over and bring Charlotte and nephew AB would be there, and since Charlotte came out and only she's been a little testy with strangers and testing and just really like meeting people. But her favorite thing in the world was the color yellow. And so anyone who was blonde, she loved the yellow hair. And so when Daniella came over, she right away was enthralled. And we were also excited that she was opening up to a stranger. Of course, Daniella was so amazing. Every kid was right away. So now my name is called Mayday. And when she, wasn't able to process that there was two of us, she struggled with it for a while, and finally she was yellow Mayday and Mayday. And so for once, I wasn't Daniella G, I was Daniella. And all throughout my years as a mom and big day, it was always my shining moment to be mistaken for Daniella. So I was telling a story about something amazing Daniella did, and often people would say, "Oh, I didn't know you did that," and I would say, "Didn't." But I'll let this be part of that.
Very strong.
idea of holding the menorah told the problem that a light of the menorah is throughout Jerusalem. And yet it is an opinion that the branches of the menorah is in but seemingly a contradiction that if the light is the place inwards in Jerusalem, should make it stronger. And the answer that my wife gave, but it's so little out that Daniella, that if we didn't make mistakes, we think that how we going to be impact on the world by going out and making a big noise. But if you just face inward, that creates a great fire. And it's an amazing thing. I mean, you know, we push people from consulting, we use the term, which means that you should have lengthy. That is more appropriate to say you should have lengthy. You're lengthy days. But the challenge in life is not necessarily to live long. The challenge is to make you stay long. We don't want you to rush. It's something natural that happens. It's so painful. My brother, my people. But I don't believe that. How did that in a possible way? Why was she sitting next to me? Because she wanted to chose the seed. It was closer to the heart. And the seed which she could have the quietness. And that's what she would do when that comes happening. But I think for us and for her, it wasn't only about the Christ. It was about growing on a continuous basis. She had a love of Israel. And my wife said, somebody said, like, you didn't expect you to say things. My wife wanted to say, well, it came naturally. Her chesed wasn't something that she actually had to work at. It's something that came naturally to her. And most people do a lot better than me. In fact, most people do a lot better than her parents. My brother said that much said of smoking in good, he never looked at that. He'll ask her how it's right and ask for crime. Somebody else must take them out of the hospital. After another individual. But I think that it's true of the many characteristics that we had that is significant. What is that she did it in a manner that she never made anyone else feel uncomfortable. It's an amazing thing that when you grow it, most people are intimidated by it. Most people feel uncomfortable by it. And the fact that you're able to do it and make everyone feel comfortable is an amazing thing. And other things, you know, that people put up on if you mean that you're on the other side. You knew what was right, when it was politically correct, when it was socially correct, and she was on it. Let's find it. You know, all familiar with the notion of Lashon Hara, not speaking that, which deals exactly with that. But when a person speaks Lashon Hara, you have to bring to the sacrifice. One said the commentaries were bad talk, and one was speaking good talk. Why should you have to bring the sacrifice for speaking good talk? And the answer is referring to those moments that you could have said something positive to another individual. And this is what you had the ability to do. You make every person's demand. And I said on behalf of the family that, and myself, the challenge is actually to take on something. And people want to, but I think there has to be something that can be continued. When we decide to take on something, the Talmud says that the most important verse in the Torah is that you should bring a sacrifice in the morning and evening. Why that verse? One of love your fellow man, one of Shema Yisrael, because the biggest challenge in life is consistency. When we take on something, it should be an area where we're going to be consistent at it, but will be a tremendous elevation for us all. And we just say everyone, the outpouring of love, the outpouring of friendship, the outpouring of chesed, has been unbelievable. It's a tremendous comfort for the family, and people God, when we police it, because when you continue to bring strength to our family, it's very important.
And something that I outside you see the girl, she's blonde, she's so nice, she's so kind, thoughtful, and you think it was like this, like she was so determined in what she wanted, and she was not. She wanted what she wanted, and she did what she wanted, and she was like this like fiance dynamic person. Like, also another thing about her, she loved to dance, and that was something else with her that is different from my school. Like, we were an African dance together. She was like so into it. She was like sometimes she was like so into it. She thought she was like African dancer. Like when my cousin Talia was bridal shower for her toxicology, like the whole night they got this dance and she was like, we worked so hard. She was kind of like attitude about her that like you wouldn't think this was like nice, kind girl, like so much more than that. It would be pretty. I can't get the full picture because like you control the room. Such a presence. Really. And just having a real parent and being awesome.
I'll never forget the moment just over 2 months ago when I stood out right here and said, when I said, okay, you hear me from her? And just that excitement of everyone, the fact that everyone loved her, was something that Daniella had for everyone. They really appropriated during that night when she left the bench. I know I'll never be able to forget the song that Daniella had suggested that night. And now all David's song that really look at the version of what else I'll take from Daniella so much is her consistency and just the care she had for other people, for religion, for God, every single thing she did in life, whether that was going to docking every day, not for the social crowd, not for the very last day long after we kind of are for all of us. But then I remember she asked me a lot of questions, a lot of questions, because she really cared about finding houses for her and about us. And really the relationship she had with her friends, always giving them the time and making them feel like they were really incredible person. That really was for that.
Hi, I'm Moses Dever. I graduated a little over 2 years ago. So Daniella was a freshman when I was a senior, but I had known her for a little bit because they're on health. And as seniors, we would take campus, obviously, we were like for a lot of underclassmen for different sorts of parties and events. And having been, one of the hosts of some of these people to go, who was really there, who was there. But I remember like the first party we had of the year, I been in contact with Daniella just through Raquel, she had any questions at school. But then she came to the party and I was there and all with everyone else. And as she was leaving, she made sure to come over to me and she was like, thank you so much for having me, this is so fun. And then out of nowhere, gave me like a huge hug, like totally unexpected. And that's just who she was. She was so appreciative. She just wanted to
By the way, and young Muslims want to build the compliments every should know. And but very connected. I remember I was specifically going on the
person you're trying to call. Please speak
children should not allow them and I'm going to be a Russian shot for the conversation about my jail as if she's here. But we said echo behind and make some relation, take the children and bring down the children. We the all the friends here bring together and take the shot and the Jesus. She's sitting here with all of us and she's smiling like can't copy the Jesus, but smiling at all of us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Rennert. And so if anyone has been to one of the F apartments in 600, you probably know that the room closest to the bathroom is with all the mirrors. So Daniella was in the middle room, so they didn't, Daniella didn't have the mirror in the room. So every single morning, Daniella would be going to Minya, and I was usually sleeping at that time, and she would come in, like tiptoe in, and look at the mirror, like look at, like I had clock where I used to have one, and I'd always like blink up a little bit. And every time I woke up, she would stay awake. Hey, you want to come to Minya with me? And like never made me feel bad that I most of the time didn't go with her. But like nevertheless, every single morning. Just a few months ago, during finals, I decided to go home for college, sleep, the students do, and she was also going to the FOSI to her sisters, and she asked me, oh, do you want to go to school Friday? And usually when I was going home, I'd just go home and stay there. She said, come on, you have to come with me. So I did go with her, and I kept saying to her when we were sitting in school Friday night, like, thank you so much, like, you brought me to school. Like, I come to school and I'm here, but like, now that I'm home. And I think that it wasn't only a drive for herself and drive to do this school and to job in and to learn, but really how she included others in it. And like, we always would like swap our tours. She loved driving there to Salvation, and she would go to his drushes, like Shamshuba, all the big drushes, and come back to our apartment and repeat word for word what he said like 7 times. And there's one Shabbos where Julia was home, Marielle was home, so I slept in the room with her, and like most people when they pillow talk, they talk about like who they like and things like that. And we actually were like swapping Star Tours until we fell asleep. And she really like taught me how to learn and like not only that, but like having new people in that and like how important it is to not just have an idea, not a job, not to learn, but to share that with other people. That's something that I want to go forward and bring that to other people. And, I've learned so much from her and living with her for the past 2 years. That's one of the best memories of my life. And, I got to see her come every morning, so cheerful, and go to sleep so cheerful. And it wasn't any time where like there was any status, and maybe I could get out of the grade, and then in 5 seconds, she would smile again, she would actually grade. She just worked so hard. And this is far hard. I used to always say to her to the point where she actually got angry. I'm not actually like, I was angry for so many times. But I'm going to say anyways, it's something that little short board. So the word on her wall, one of the words is hotel. And if you just flip around two letters, it becomes two which is two hands. And I always said that to her, you know, there were walls, like reading things like reading up early is hard for her. But she just like flip around one little letter and right away get around that wall to stress to like fiance and he's dancing and dancing get a blowout and like that made her happy and she really was able to get out of the wall. So hi, I'm Lee. I'm speaking about one of those memories. One of the first memories I have of Daniella was we were both in the library. She had just gotten passed back in the room. I mean, I'm sure she got like maybe like and one of the things that I knew about her is that our seniors had all of those other boys. So I remember going to moratoriums and like I put them on my desk and then last semester like I was just stressed out with work and I just couldn't have a lot going on. And she saw me and she's like, "You stay here, I'll be right back." I wasn't doing it. Like she comes back with her bag and she has like more different flavors. She's like, "I know that you're sweet. You need so many different flavors. It's been always one to eat, right?" Like I just couldn't make sure to cover the things. She's like, "Mommy, what's you know what? I'll and it was like one of those moments when I take a breath and like laugh and get like so caught up in school and like I know I get so caught up in work and everything. It was just like such a fun moment. And it was very back up and like people would be the part like so fun. People back me up. So okay, we got like that stairs up on the line. But that's just the thing that's always be like and now I don't think that they are not but I don't know how to do it. But I think it was just like a matter of
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Stein. I just wanted to quickly say a few times before how we're really concentrating on it. Try not to forget. I love to learn good times and bad times.
Everyone, I'm Mikey. Being in this state, I feel very overwhelmed by feeling love, and not all of us really appreciate it. Over the course of the day, a lot of people will come in and go in the building, but not all of us were cognizant of the fact that the building opened up at 7:40 every single morning by the brightest smile. And it wasn't that she went to shop there every single day, showed up on time. I've been shopping once or twice here, and I know I've seen people's faces. No one has been as happy as she. 7:40 in the morning. She was really the smile that fueled this building, that fueled this community. She wasn't the center of attention. She wasn't the face of community for positions, but that smile that we all knew and loved, that smile was always there, always opening the doors to this building before anyone else in the morning. And she's an inspiration to us all. The last memory I have of her in this room was Santa Tila, where we tried to reach 100 people for meetings. And I was here and we both didn't budget to see them into our schedules for that day. so I left and then she left, and she texted me to show her worrying about every little thing that she could possibly do wrong. Not because she did wrong, but she would text me. I didn't see casino. I took a bagel. I took a bagel cream cheese. I took that. My life was a bagel. I didn't see casino. My life was not a bagel. I responded by texting two bagels that I took. But at no point was she ever evil for anything worse than anyone else. And like I was saying, she really is an inspiration to us all. But her life, she got inspiration from the smallest things. Every little thing was such an inspiration to her. Whether it was a small child ice skating who I remember just kept falling and kept getting back up, and she commented on that, or another child who went to a 3D movie, and we were both watching how he would just like put the glasses down, put them back up, because he was just afraid of the 3D. And she was like, look how he's putting him back up though, look how he's putting him back up. And just the little things that she was able to notice and get inspiration from. And yet for us, these massive things that we're getting inspiration from. The last day before she left Honduras, the night before, she texted me that it was going to be a busy day the next day, and she had to pack. The group had to pack a lot of medical supplies, they had to pack, there was so much to pack, and then the next morning she texted me, whoops, change of plans, I'm actually in your school at the med center. What happened to this pack? She said, yeah, I got an email from High Lifeline that child, a mother needs respite, and I don't know who the child is, but he's the most adorable child, and I just need to visit him and give the mother respite. Despite this busy packing day, she showed up out of nowhere in the hospital to do this, and I remember she said, when I see you, I told her I get out of class at 12, and she said, oh, that's perfect, because that's when the mother's coming back. But she texted me at like 10:15 and she texted me at 10:15 a.m. Saying, oh shoot, the mother just got back. Can I see you later? I have to go back and pack. Can I see you later, like later in the day? I was like, yeah, sure, of course, I don't want you waiting around. I got a text at 11:55 from her saying I waited. And she was sitting in the lobby reading some book that she brought with her for 2 hours, just waiting. And there's really not much more to add in context of everything that everyone's been saying. And it means it's always crazy just coming. Anything comes to mind right now, and she was just the most amazing person. And she texted me one day that she saw this young Israeli child singer, and she said she was proud that she discovered him. Her and Julia discovered this little Israeli kid who had the voice of an angel. So she texted me that she found this kid who had the voice of an angel, and I responded, only angels, no angel. And her response was, lol, no.
Ten years ago, I spent the summer working as a campus rabbi, and my then girlfriend, current wife, was at another camp. So I basically took the job so that we could see each other over the summer, and it was fine. Put it this way,
the only summer I spent at the camp, and I didn't return, and show up 2 or 3 years ago here, and trying to the first week, trying to meet everyone, and acting like a little bit of a lunatic in orientation, trying to meet you in the Barnard line to get in, or at the Columbia campus, and on the Barnard campus. And I want to learn your name. I want to get to know you. I want to meet you. And I see Daniella, and I go over to introduce us, and she's like, I know who you are. Okay, that's creepy. She's like, yeah, we spent the summer together 8 years ago. She must have been 11, 9, I don't even know. And she out me. There are a lot of things that I've been thinking about over this past number of hours, and the two that I feel really like I want to share are, firstly, we're all thanking each other for this space and the community, but this is not the playbook. Like the Jewish practice is, there's a funeral right away, and then there's Shiva, and then there's different commemorations, concentric circles. And it's you guys who have just said, nope, we need to figure out a way to be together and not necessarily follow that prescription. Thursday night, pre-funeral, we need to be together. Tuesday night, yeah, there's a vigil, but we need to do things differently. And it sounds like, I didn't know Olivia or Abigail, but it sounds like, if we know Daniella, we know what kind of person will go on this trip. It seems like a lot of these people whom we lost were that kind of insatiable personality to do more and to always go after more. I think it's a tribute to them that we all feel that way. It's very Daniella to not be able to just follow the prescribed style. And the last thing is just there's a story that was shared, and I happen to have just known something really special. That when Mikey Lorch comes on Monday, he just really loved when we would have the Monday lunch with Daniella, and I never told Daniella that. And I think it's probably an easy pitfall to say, oh, we should do more and have all this regret, but it's actually really, it's not even doing more. It's kind of just doing what we consider to be our own requirement. I mean, it's a matter of perspective to think about things, what's above and beyond, what's within all of our capabilities. I shouldn't have told Daniella that because, oh no, you never know what can happen the next day. Should have told Daniella that because she did something great that I knew about, and I didn't properly communicate that with her. I think that's the standard that I feel I want to live by. It's not just living each day because you never know, and that's wildly true in light of this episode. But it's also your best self and yourself that you feel the best people around you would do for you. And that's sort of where I look at all these wild stories that they're all sharing. not really so believable. It's not. It sounds like embellishment. And it's really unfathomable that it is all true. And that these were those kinds of people. And I can't believe someone who brought so many smiles to so many people and who always had a smile can be a source of sadness and tragedy.
In charge of the Google Docs. I remember when I first got that, I was like, this is your thing I'm doing, like, what is this? And I opened the Google Docs. Daniela's name was supposed to be for every week left in the semester. And I thought this was the cool throwing out, that it's the least obscure program. But I was wrong, it was still that obscure. And it was nothing anyone knew about, and it was nothing that people didn't choose to do either. And I continued to do that for a while, and I sometimes ended up having lunch with my team, but still not that often. But I know every time I did, I just replayed one time when I first got to see Daniella and how naturally she was and how it wasn't coming from place of class, it was coming from place of pure enjoyment. And I was doing my, I would feel less comfortable and see Daniella. And I would just feel I had the questions that she would ask him to try to carry along our conversation. And one of my memories was through, and it was got out of that, there's pizza, and I just kind of went to go in charge of the school lot, and I think I know I was going to go there. So like that's the first time I came to the room. Students like that, my dad and and she sat next to me, and I was like, oh, you're really wonderful. Talking about that, and I asked her if we were learning for that being we were going to try. I said, how do you learn to be and I was really asking to figure it out. I wanted to figure out how I'm learning stuff. And she was just saying, yeah, let's learn together. When do you want to start? And I was like, oh, seriously, that's coming. I said, let's figure out the next step here. We'll set up the time. We'll make sure it happens. But of course, it didn't happen. There was never pushing it out. There was figuring it right then. There was nothing to learn those too big or small. Unless it was too big or small. And it was just putting all their days, like, they think there was days in every action.
I'm Sarah. I wrote this to share with her parents. I was not there, but I'm not going to read all of it. But the summer before I came to Barnard, I'm from Florida, so my sister had gone on a program in China that Daniella was a counselor on, and my sister handed me back all interviews with this counselor that she was obsessed with, and role model. So inspired by her, and she couldn't believe that this counselor really gave her such a time of day, and she spent all of her time with this counselor and said, I told her all about you, you're gonna love her, you're gonna be friends, but I'm so good to you here. So the first day of Barnard, I don't remember meeting a lot of people, but I really remember meeting Daniella. I was standing right inside of the Barnard gates in front of the Barnard Hall, and she walked up. I saw her coming out from where the dorms are with her mom and her sister, and she just ran up to me and was like, I feel like I already know you. Hi, I'm Daniella, and she was unbelievably warm and caring. And even though a lot of people
she checked her grade and she started falling because she didn't do as well as she thought she did. But what was so inspirational about the experience for me is that it just didn't deter her. She had an experience. She realized how upset she was, and she said, "I'm not going to stop, and I'm going to continue what I'm doing right now." And I saw so many other people have similar experiences, and I said, this is I'm not going to do this hard. This is challenging for me, and this wasn't her reaction at all. And then the next year, we were sitting and do it together. Eating her favorite food, which is pizza. And she was smiling even brighter than usual. And I was saying, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?" And finally, I pulled it out of her. She's got 100 on her chemistry exam. I was like, "Daniella, I'm so proud of you. You're amazing. It's unbelievable. You wrote so much." She's like, "No, it's nothing. I just here for me. I understand it better. It's different." It's not like you don't understand. Like you don't understand how much you're growing, how much you push yourself, all those things. All that time that you really spend in the library working so unbelievably hard and paying off. And I think what's really hard for me is seeing how much she has to offer the world and knowing that she worked so hard over the past years to pursue her dream. Becoming a doctor and knowing how much she could have contributed to the world is really, that's really what's been most painful for me, besides losing a friend, is knowing how much more beauty and goodness and light she would have brought. I was speaking to my other sister after the tragedy, and she was saying, after reading all these posts and getting to know Daniella through these things peripherally, she said that it gave her the opportunity to start evaluating her life and her choices and the way she would want to be remembered. And I think that for all of us, I hope that that's the powerful message we can get from this, is seeing that I literally don't have anything bad to say about her, and I would have said that last week before this tragedy. I think speaks volumes about who she was and about the type of people that we should really be striving to be, and really working to our utmost to be worthy of carrying on her legacy.
I'm Jim, for those of you who don't know. At the same point, that when Daniella and I were co-concepting the same decision, so we spent the day or 4 days with our kids. It's probably for all. And at one point, I had placed a bet with my division head about something, and I thought getting down to eat that was it, and he shaved my head. And so it was like very shaped, like you think I was bald beforehand. And the first person I saw after that was Daniella. And I was in no mood. I thought, it looked like a Velcro, like my hair. And she comes up and she said, "Oh, you look so good. I don't know how you own that look." But I was not own that. That was not me. I was out with my friend from college. It was better than that. It was a really great experience. But she made me that one brief instance right after everything, like, not very superficial level, but right after, she made me feel normal. She made me feel like everything was fine and everything was different, and that it wasn't something that didn't seem for someone who lost a child dead and they're all shaped up. And it really illustrated that she was a really good person to talk to, very good person to violate it, and she made it remarkably easy, made it look remarkably easy to make someone feel better in an instant. It wasn't just with me, it was with her cameras, my cameras, and then once I got the photo, oh, this is a great person, this makes you feel, and it's continued on. And for me, that's what I was just someone I didn't talk to as often as I thought of her life, but whenever I did, it was never like I said, "Hey, how you doing?" And then when we got started, it was a real sad conversation, and I'll miss that quite a bit.
memories with Daniella are like from especially this summer when we finally built their house together. So we bought their house together, and we spent time in school together just hanging. And actually supposed to go to a concert on Sunday, and she was so excited to hear about it. And we were talking about it. I was hoping she would get to it also. And I know that's not the only thing that I miss about her, but it's certainly something that I really love sharing with her.
My name is Ezra, and I think what Jason said that really strikes me about the special person Daniella was, and it really didn't make a difference whether she met you one time or whether you had grown up with her or her best friend your entire life. Any encounter you had with her, you immediately felt a special connection, and that was because she genuinely cared about the person you were and about how you would live your life. And she wanted the best for every person, and she treated every single person with the same amount of respect. There's just a small, what seems like a small story, but it's so resembles the type of person she was. My mother got married over the summer. I had some cousins who live in Israel that weren't able to make the wedding, and there was a friend of mine who was working at Simcha with Lisa. They were and she showed up to my brother's wedding. And I said, I was so excited to see her. It was so nice to see her there. And she said, well, actually, it's really crazy that I'm here because the camp is very about people leaving. And I didn't think that I was going to be able to make it to the wedding. And I wasn't even going to bother asking them because they're so strict. And I was telling this to a girl who goes to Barnard, actually. I think you know her, Daniella. And when Daniella heard that I was going to miss my cousin's wedding because I was in camp, she immediately turned to me and said, no way, you have to go to the wedding. And my cousin says, no, I can't leave. I don't want to ask them. Danielle says, listen, you go to the wedding, and I'm going to take care of the rest. If you need me to cover your spot and you need me to take the extra hours, that's fine. And my cousin came to the wedding. And that's the type of person she was. She met my cousin a couple days before, but that didn't make a difference. And she treated every single person the same. And I think it's something we can all learn from, whether it's someone we know in the room, someone we've been best friends with in the room. Everyone deserves our attention because everyone has tremendous potential.
A lot of people would say, thinking about how Danielle was such an incredible person and how, how she felt her life was on. And I just wanted to share a couple of stories last week about people who have already been doing that, who didn't want to know. And I mean, I've read this really, she's spectacular. I met her a few years ago, and we were never super close, but I always really admired her. She was a wonderful person. So one of these family friends actually was in the hair salon getting her hair done the past couple of days. And there's some altercation between the person doing hair and the person getting her hair done, and she's trying to fight. And a woman who's never met Daniella, doesn't know her family, said, when your girl passed away, she dedicated her entire life to making the world a better place, and she helped resolve the argument. She paid for it. She paid for it. It's what Daniella has done. And I was on the train with someone a couple of days ago, someone on the attention and gave a speech about how they need money for whatever reason. And, this young woman says her piece, I'm really listening. And the person I was with, he got his wallet, and this woman, whatever cap she had, he said, it's for Daniella. It's what Daniella has done. And I think that there's a little piece of her in everyone in this room, everyone knew her, everyone she ever spoke to. Because once you see that, you can't help but want to feel like that. And I think that, you know, it's true that in the future, I think everyone should try to, you know, be as much like it as they can. I think that, you know, if you look at what we're all doing right now, I think, you know, we already are. And a lot of people in the community, I think at large, already are. And I think that, you know, that's really a testament to the kind of person that she was. Not only in life, you know, she's so spectacular, but like, only Daniella and my passing could have this effect on people on these sides. Boom, neighbors won't say, I've got to do this. There's a wonderful person who passed away. Only she's that impact for that.
I was in your class with Daniella last year first semester, and I have like a lot of memories. She's an incredible person, but one of the things that I remember after so first semester, a lot of people were working with us. And largely like Jewish day school was proud of kids. A lot of kids were rich non-Orthodox. We were going around the class and everyone was talking about their favorite holidays. And there was a large portion of class who did a quarantine. And one of my friends in the class made a comment because he was one of the only kids in our class who wasn't raised on Jewish school. And he said, "Oh, I haven't gotten myself a note since I was in 8th grade. So I don't know if I would call it my favorite." The next semester, Nell wasn't in our class anymore. But on Purim, she stayed after class and gave him herself a note and said, completely so humbly, but not to talk at all, not kind of grab, oh, I remember you said that you never got Michelle a note in a really long time, so I wanted to take this. Even after that was the first thing I remember. I wasn't even so cool.
I got to know Daniella primarily through chemistry, pre-med, and we went to chemistry for a full year. It was an incredibly stressful experience for two of us, and we kind of had different reactions to the experience. So Daniella would take notes, strap down, and very interesting. And I was kind of a screwball, distracted from things, whatever. I remember we had, lab lecture. Monday night, I was exhausted. We had a quiz at the beginning of every period, and we were both just shaking afterwards. And then there was a lecture, and we paid attention. And, Daniella was typing away, and typing notes, I can focus or anything. So, I just said, I went to the professor. I said to Daniella, I was just trying to distract her. So I said, where do you think he comes from? And, we looked him up. He's Rennert, New Jersey, something like that. So she said, his father was probably, a miner, working the mills and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah. He's probably a miner. He's probably really disappointed that, his son seems to not involved in the trade. I can just went back and forth about his professor, and we went into art history, and then he got involved in waxing.
whole like narrative. This wasn't the only time, and to share with Daniella, it was really her greatness, her majesty. It was really impossible. But to me, it was just like her ability to come down and meet me and get me in the spirit. It was probably not an easy thing to stop, to get her notes and chill out. She was not. She wanted to be a doctor. But she did it anyway. And for that, very I knew Daniella since I started Rennert in 6th grade, and the same welcome that she gave to everybody else. She was, I think, the second person I met after Deborah Pollock and Rennert. And they both helped me with my locker. And Daniella, as I'm sure a lot of you know, started davening 3 times a day in 6th or 7th grade, which is amazing. But in 9th grade, when we started high school, I was at the peak of my awkward stage, which the peak that lasted for a while. There was a gathering in Englewood where I live at a good friend of Daniella's house, a lot of people from the grade, and it was Saturday night, and the host family had ordered pizza, and everybody was kind of sitting around eating the pizza, and I don't know, I think I had to go to the other room for whatever reason, and so I went. And I was walking down the hallway in the house, and there was just a bedroom to the right, and so I went to the bedroom, I think because there was a bathroom there, and I went to the right, and I was like inching towards that, and then I looked, and suddenly I realized there was Daniella standing there with this pink book in her hand, and I realized she was like struggling a little bit. I realized she's davening the late Maariv, and I realized, oh my God, she davened 3 times a day, every day, all the time. And from then on, my barometer through all of high school was, if I missed davening, I was like, oh my God, I think I'm awesome for this. And what's amazing to me about Daniella is that there's no way she knew that I was ever thinking that. She had no idea the type of effect she had on people. Like, there's no way she remembers that story, or that moment, or maybe she does. I sat with her this year, this last semester. We had lunch, mac and cheese in Hewitt on Friday, and we caught up a little bit. It had been a while since we had spoken, and we talked about how the past year had been, and we got on the subject of how it's really hard for me to wake up in the morning. And I asked her, how do you do it? How do you get to davening 3 times a day? And she looked at me, and then she kind of looked away and went, and that is the most amazing. She has no idea that stayed with me forever and will continue to stay with me. And I'm sure what's amazing, there's a huge treasure of stories about Daniella that won't get told to us, but we know that they're there, and she has no idea the effect that it had on other people, and that's the most amazing thing to me about it.
Everyone, my name is Ethan. I was in Hewitt last year, 2nd semester, and I was sitting at a table by myself. And I just remember Daniella came up and sat next to me. At that point, I had never even met her. I mean, I knew about her, and I knew she was a fun person. I've heard a lot of great things about her. She kind of just sat next to me. I'm like, okay, that's kind of odd. And then she said to me, she had this like 4th night. It wasn't like a prepared speech, but it was so poignant. Ethan, like, you know how it is. Like, often, like, in the beginning, it's kind of awkward. Unless we haven't spoken, like, we're bound to not speak. Like, that's just how, like, human interaction works. And you kind of go on forever never speaking to that person. She's like, I'm going to make sure that I actually talk to you.
And I just remember Sonic being like, this person is so special. At that moment, I just knew that, like, you know, who would do something that incredible? Who would make you feel that important? So I've never seen anything like that where just in one moment, like, you know, I'm sitting alone at a table, like, you know, it's often difficult sometimes when you're by yourself, and she just made me feel so special. And even after that, you know, up until, you know, last semester, and she'd always, if I ever saw her, she'd always like run up to me and say hello and ask me how I was doing. And it all kind of started just because I didn't have the guts to do it. But I mean, that's who she was. She would make everyone feel so special. And it didn't matter often who you were. It just she had that kind of like that sense that, like, you know, she always like wanted to make everyone feel comfortable. And I think you mentioned that before, but like stuff like that. That one moment just really stuck with me. And I just knew from then on that she was someone really special. And always with my brothers and everyone else, I always say, like, how incredible is Daniella Austin? You know, you just kind of knew that, like, we had such a great independent leader in our community, and at least for me, she was a role model. And I know for her, she still is in so many of us that she served as, because, like you said, she's such an inspiration. She just really knew how to make you feel like you were the most important person on earth.
Anyone would like to stay and continue singing and sharing memories and thoughts, welcome to join us here in the middle of the room. We'll kind of pack it in. Anyone who has to go would prefer to talk and together in other settings. The building is remaining open for quite some time. You're welcome to stay in all the different parts of the building. Alicia Hoffman from CPS is still here. We'll be heading up to the floor. So anyone would like to go to that. It goes without saying, and you all mentioned it, but I'll say it again. I know how difficult this is. I'm sure you all know it's not going to be an easy road going forward this semester. But it's moments like these and these gatherings like these that just show how strong our community is and how much we need each other. I think that is how special Daniella was and what a treasure it was to have him here. So again, anyone who wants to continue sharing and singing and sort of move into the middle of the room. Again, the building is open to you and CPS is available.